Boom shakalaka. What if Bitcoin right now is set up exactly like it was before the parabolic pump in 2017? These two indicators say it is, and some likely price predictions. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, Bitcoin looking very, very similar to what we saw before the parabolic pump that started in roughly July of 2017. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. Now today, fear and greed at 64, still just regular greed, pretty much the same levels for the past month. The overall market sideways today, Bitcoin 104,458, Ethereum 24,84, and XRP 214. Now, Bitcoin, a little bit of consolidation after approaching that $108,000, $109,000, $110,000, $11,000 territory previously. But as you can see, this arrow right here, we have the 50-day moving average in yellow crossing above the 200-day moving average in orange, a golden cross. The last time this happened, look at what Bitcoin did. Went from $67,000 to $108,000. We might be seeing that happen once again. And as Bitcoin takes this dip, like it did right after that cross, dipped just below the blue line, the 21 EMA, well, that is probably one of the best chances to buy Bitcoin at a discount before it takes off. But it's hard to do because we see the same story every single time. When Bitcoin was at $112,000, everybody's like, ugh, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I buy? And now price comes back 104. I'm not buying that. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It could just be that Bitcoin is consolidating based on the rainbow price chart. Now, I'm not convinced that this is great because it's not a perfect form for this, but it still says Bitcoin is in crazy accumulate and buy territory. We have the katana forming here on the Ichimoku cloud. This generally signals low momentum and market equilibrium. This happens when the Tenkan and Kijun lines overlap. We're seeing that right now. Often precedes a strong directional move. Now, could price come down? Maybe. I think there's a lot more likelihood the price is going to go up, but everybody needs to make their own opinion. We have some charts right here suggesting major moves. Every single time we have a blue buy signal on the hash ribbons right here, price has gone up from that point, and these are weekly candles just to give you an idea. Well, we once again have a blue buy signal on the weekly hash ribbons right here, suggesting that once again price would go up. The last time this flagged on the weekly, price went from $60,000 to $108,000. We could be on the verge of something big happening once again. That is also echoed by the global M2 money supply. Money supply is exploding. Bitcoin would likely follow. So that leaves us with this chart. Could Bitcoin be getting set up like it was in 2017? That would be the coolest thing because 2017 was incredible. Price went from like $2,000 to $20,000. That's a 10x. That would put $1 million Bitcoin this cycle in the cards. And guess what? It really didn't start. It really didn't kick off until like October, November. It kind of started heating up around July. You can see right here. Well, we could be in for something similar to take place towards the end of the year, maybe even later. Bitcoin programming pattern, you can see 3 upward moves, bounce down, and then launch. We have 3 upward moves, bounce down, launch could be coming. The setup is here. We have a MACD cross. We also have one of the most beautiful monthly closes, not only the highest monthly candle in history, but a perfect retest of this expanding megaphone right here. And look at what Bitcoin did each time it broke through this megaphone. Could be retesting that to head to some higher highs. We're out of the cup. We are entering the parabolic phase. It's only a matter of time. This time won't be different. Just to give you an idea where we could be headed, this inverse head and shoulders says $125,000. This bull flag scenario says $150,000. And this inverse head and shoulders says 200,000 plus. So who are you going to believe? And are you going to be still on the ride when it takes off? That's the big question. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, check out some of the shorts that we have recently, and also there's a playlist right up there you might enjoy. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
Never gonna give you now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.